The Lakers announced plans Thursday to unveil a Kobe Bryant statue outside Crypto.com Arena. Kobe becomes the 7th individual in franchise history to have a statue outside the building. Bryant and his daughter Gianna, along with 7 others, were killed in a helicopter crash in January of 2020. They will hold a special ceremony to unveil that statue on February 8th of 2024, 2/8/24. So much symbolism there. Gianna wore the number 2. Kobe famously the numbers 8 and 24. And of course, so symbolic, Zubin, to announce the news today.
Because it is 8/24. He'll be the 7th Laker to be immortalized in bronze. Elgin Baylor, Shaq, Kareem, Magic, Jerry West, and the legendary announcer Chick Hearn are the others. By the way, that game on 2/8/24 will be against the Nuggets, the NBA champions, a feeling Kobe knows 5 times over. So let's run through his 10 greatest moments. Let's start, instead of the purple and gold, Kev, let's go with Olympic gold. Won a couple, 2018 cruised. They had to get past Pau Gasol in Spain, of course, his legendary teammate, who earlier this month, Kev, at his Hall of Fame enshrinement in Springfield, basically had his enshrinement speech all about Kobe Bryant. To see those two on the court as opponents, not teammates, right? How about that?
The Redeem Team. He was a great part of USA basketball. Number 9, Kobe tore his Achilles on April 12th, 2013. Might not be considered a memorable moment if not for the fact he still managed to stay in the game after the injury. Went to the line, shot, and made a pair of free throws. So much talk about the Mamba mentality. The man did that with a torn Achilles.
That was Exhibit A. I mean, that's the one they all remember. You got to have a legendary game at the Garden. Michael had the double nickel, right? Reggie Miller had the playoff game. You got to have a game on the world's greatest stage at the world's most famous arena, and Kobe did so. Incredible. 61 in February of 2009 at the Garden against the Knicks to put the spike in Spike's favorite spot.
Number 7, February of 2003, Kobe went for 40 points. In 9 straight games, trailing only Wilt Chamberlain for the longest such streak in league history. He averaged 40.6 points per game for the month, 569 points at the time, the most by any player over a calendar month since Jordan did so in March of '87. He was electric in that month.
He was also electric in both the 2009 and 2010 NBA Finals. In 2008, you might remember, they lost to the Celtics, and then they just sort of stormed through the Orlando Magic in 2009. That was relatively easy. And then defeating the Celtics. How about a Laker legend defeating the Celtics to get his last ring? You want to talk about a way to go out a champion, doing that against the C's, the all-time rival.
I mean, winning was what Kobe was defined by, but of course scoring is such a part of his legacy. 4 consecutive 50-point games. He did it over a 4-game stretch in March of 2007. 65, 50, 60, and 50. And then he cooled down by going for 43 in the next game.
That's called cooling down. Number 4, this is right after Staples/Crypto opened. You have all the Laker championships, but they say the first ear-splitting moment in the building came when they knocked off a Blazers team who had been excellent in the Western Conference Finals, fed by that sequence where Kobe found Shaq and the roof blew off the place. You know, the relationship soured, and then they got back together. But if there was ever a 1-2 punch, non-finals moment, that had to be it.
I mean, that duo right there, as good as any ever. And then 62 for Kobe through 3 quarters. 1 month before his 81-point game, he goes for 62. He outscored the Mavericks by himself through 3 quarters. No other Lakers scored in double figures that game, but maybe did they need to?
No. Check this out. Number 2, Kobe's final regular season game. The 60-point game. Took 50 shots, said Mamba out, had the mic, dropped it on the floor, and walked away. This same night, Kev, you may recall, there's Jack in the house, the Warriors set the single-season record for most wins by any team ever at that time, a legendary NBA mark that was completely overshadowed by Kobe going for 60.
Mamba out.
Yep. That's the way to exit the stage. And then, of course, January 22nd, 2006, maybe the signature individual performance of Kobe's career, 81 points. Most by any player in a game in NBA history, behind only Wilt's 100-point game in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The Lakers needed every one of them, by the way. Kobe went for 27 in the third, 28 in the fourth.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.